Hello, friends and neighbors, and welcome to stop number 2, the Alabama Bass Trail's North Division here on Lake Guntersville, presented by Phoenix Boats. Miss Kay, this place started the Alabama Bass Trail, set the bar, all the records. Will we see them fall today?
It's going to be really tough. A lot of really bad weather came through the state. We're a day late in getting this thing started. But, 60 20-pound bags weighed in just a week ago. These guys know that, and that's what they're out there looking for. Maybe we'll see a dirty 30. Maybe we'll see a couple.
Fingers crossed we do. This division sold out in 7 minutes, so these 225 teams have been chomping at the bit for a minute to get out on Lake Guntersville. So we're going to do the same and get out on the lake for the Academy Sports and Outdoors first cast.
Good morning, this is stop number 2 of the Alabama Bass Trail North on Lake Guntersville. It's March 16th, which means the fish are always biting on March 16th, I don't know why. But we had a little weather yesterday, a little rain came in, the river's already moving a little bit. Rumor is the fish are biting very, very well. We've heard of 50, 60, 70 fish days on all different patterns. Fishing riprap, fishing humps, live scoping out in the middle, fishing in the dirt. There's a lot of fish apparently biting in the dirt. So hopefully this tournament is gonna be to show Guntersville out at its best. Deep water fishing, shallow water fishing, and it sounds like the tournament could be won in any of that. So it's gonna be a really good one. We'll jump over and see who's gonna start on the first angler this morning.
Morning, boys. Glad to join the party on a little bit chillier day than I think we all thought we were gonna get on the Big G. But moving this thing a day later, had the big front come through yesterday afternoon, and now we got some wind blowing right down the pipe, and it's got a little bite to it this morning. Jared and I have caught up with the Lamb boys, one half of the winners of the first stop at Smith Lake. And Jeremy and Blake Hall won that event. Blake couldn't make this, so brother Jed is taking Blake's spot. There's a lot of interference when it comes to live scope right now. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's all the water is stirred up, a lot of sediment. You got a lot of pollen right now. But I can tell you my live scope in my boat, it would be very hard to see my bait or fish right now. And that's what the Lamb boys just turned around and said. They've adjusted the transducer. I don't know how many times they keep pulling the trolling motor up, but it's the same way here in my boat. It's very, very hard to see.
Got Craig Grubbs and Matt Ferguson here, Mississippi boys, Tishomingo and Pontotoc, Mississippi. So used to live over there, not too far from there. So these guys made the trip this morning nice and safe. Those tornadoes running through there yesterday, I know that's been the talk of the weekend for sure. We've had some really rough storms, but that's why we're a day late today. These guys said they haven't really been catching much of them, but they're in the area. There are a bunch of guys right here throwing that red-eye shad, dragging a soft plastic behind him. Fish on. Too short.
Day boat number 38, Stephen McAvoy and Josh, the Wild Man Butts. And crazy thing is this morning, we didn't even pull out the tracker to find Josh Butts. We just listened real closely and you could hear him hollering in that direction. We just took the boat headed in that direction and found him pretty quickly. Josh has a few wins on this lake, and specifically this time of year, we haven't seen them catch any fish yet, but we weren't here as soon as they got here. So not exactly sure if they've got any in the boat, but we did get a report from Josh, which is stay back today. Now, when Josh Butt says stay back, you better listen and you better stay back. So we're probably just gonna camp out right here and watch.
Alabama Bass Trail Television is presented by Phoenix Boats and sponsored by Academy Sports and Outdoors, Crush City Rapala, Landers McClarty Chevrolet, and by Jax. It's all about the South. There's more to come.
In 2009, it all started with this 721 Pro XP and a passion to build the best fishing platform in design, performance, and construction for all of our customers. Through the years, motors have changed. Electronics have changed, but the passion to build the best bass boat possible has not changed. Everyone at Phoenix believes we got it right the first time.
Here at Landers McClarty Chevrolet, it's time to pick your offer on a new Chevy Silverado 1500. That's right, pick the offer that's best for you. Choose rates as low as 2.9% for 72 months, or how about up to $12,000 off all Silverados? They have the best selection in years with over 500 pre-owned vehicles available. Big store, big on savings, and big on customer service. Visit LandersMcClartyChevrolet.com.
Big banks only care about one thing: ROI. So when it comes to your small business, you can expect a big no. At AmFirst, we don't just invest in your business, we invest in you and your goals. With great rates on loans, lines of credit to help you grow, and business checking accounts. Because at AmFirst, business is personal.
She grew up fast. Will she remember these times and continue the tradition? You better believe it. Tell a new fish story with Garmin.
Got one. Heck yeah, bud.
I'm on boat number 124, Lucas Wright and Donald Wright, and they're saying they've got 5 fish somewhere in the ballpark of 16 pounds. So definitely got a good start for these guys.
Well, I've got Caleb Swaim and Houston Calvert. They've got 1 big one and 3 more in the box. Said it was fast and furious early, but has slowed down a little bit since then, since this wind has started really pounding the area they're in. They're letting us get up close and personal though, thank goodness. So we can actually talk. If you're not right on top of a boat today, they can't hear you, you can't hear them. This wind is rocking on the Big G. Hooked up right here. Caleb Swaim.
Got them big.
Biggins. Calvert said got them biggins. Just a little guy, but a bite. They were telling us when we first pulled up that this area, there were a ton of boats that started in here and that everybody was hooked up in the first hour.
He said, we have found a wad of them. Boat number 214. Lucas Smith and Dalton Mize. He's got another one. grief. That's a big one. Culling big ones. I mean, that was a 4-pounder, right?
The team that we're covering right now is fishing probably one of the best spawning pockets, in my opinion, on the lake, or especially in this area. They said in practice there were hundreds of bass swimming around and you could actually see them. And I asked if he had any really good bites in practice doing this, and he said yes. So there's a couple of like matted, a little bit matted out areas, topped out areas they're punching or like flipping in. And then the rest of it, he said they were just catching on chatterbait on this flat. But he said if once the sun gets up and heats this water up a little bit more, he thinks it's really going to go down. But I mean, just textbook pre-spawn fish funneling into an area, and there is fish piling in. These guys could get right.
Yeah, I've caught up with Bill Mayo, Walt Roberts. You're right, champions on the Alabama Bass Trail, and I'm gonna tell you, not a lot of teams in this event that have more history on Guntersville than these two guys. We saw them make a small coal as we pulled up. The wind is blowing so hard they couldn't hear me when I asked them what they've got, so we don't have a weight estimate, but Walt did catch one right as we were easing in to try to get set up to shoot. And they were power poled down when they caught that one. Now they pulled the poles up and now fishing back the other way up the grass line. But working some lipless and working some vibrating jigs, looks like, and you can bet bait fuel is involved in that boat, just like most boats out here on the Alabama Bass Trail.
Alabama Bass Trail Television, presented by Phoenix Boats, is sponsored by Yamaha Outboards, TH Marine, McGraw-Webb Chevrolet, American Baitworks, and by Southern Protection Agency.
This is Jack's Country, where on game day, no one shows up empty-handed. Introducing Jack's Classic Wings. 8 wings available in 3 classic flavors, plus fries and homemade ranch for just $8.99. We're Jack's, and we're all about the South.
Here at Landers McClarty Chevrolet, it's time to pick your offer on a new Chevy Silverado 1500. That's right, pick the offer that's best for you. Choose rates as low as 2.9% for 72 months, or how about up to $12,000 off all Silverados? They have the best selection in years with over 500 pre-owned vehicles available. Big store, big on savings, and big on customer service. Visit LandersMcClartyChevrolet.com.
This is Jack's Country, where fresh biscuits are tradition. Wake up with 2 made-from-scratch biscuits filled with egg, cheese, and bacon or sausage, just like Nana's, if Nana made the official biscuit of the South, which she doesn't. We're Jack's. We're all about the South.
Fisher's got one on. Going for the net. Looks like a good one. Got a little fist bump from him.
Killed another one. I'm gonna weigh this one just to see. Yep. Not gonna help. Goes back in the lake.
All the teams we're covering that are fishing in this heavy wind in this general area where so many people seem like they caught fish first thing this morning, you're seeing a lot of adjustments, man. A lot of folks changing color, changing baits. You know, that rain still was hanging around just even right before blast off. Now you got the, you know, bright bluebird skies, this big wind. Conditions are changing by the minute to more of a post-front condition for sure.
Just hooked up. Ryan burned the net, burned his bait in to get the net. Oh, we got another big one. Oh, having some problems with the boat. Oh my gosh. There we go. See how big this one is. I throw back. Okay, so we're a little closer. That one they threw back earlier wasn't probably as big as we thought it was. That one looked like it might have been a 3-pounder they just threw back. What'd that one weigh?
Almost 6.
Oh, another almost 6-pounder. Jeez.
What kind of weight y'all got?
Oh, 18, 19 pounds.
Good deal.
Then we're gonna need a lot more.
You know, you're on the way though. Better than 9.
We lost a good one here. That helped us a lot.
Y'all spend a lot of time right here?
Yeah, a little ditch coming in. We're actually sitting up on the flat where they go back into the ditch. We've had it pretty much to ourselves off of it. Yeah.
Yeah, y'all have. We stayed in here all morning and seen y'all back here.
Yeah. Had some come close to us, but nobody right down the ditch.
Yeah.
Oh, Ryan's got one. That was on a non-scope cast too. That was just a blind. That was a blind minnow shaking. Ryan flips in a 2-pounder, and that's not going to do him any good.
This portion of Alabama Bass Trail TV, presented by Phoenix Boats, is sponsored by Garmin, by Power Pole, Strike King, Lose, and by Mountain Dew.
In the relentless pursuit of domination on the water, one name stands above the rest. TH Marine's Atlas Jackplate. The power behind champions since 2007. The driving force that propels you to victory. More winners choose Atlas. For the fisherman who demands the best, Atlas delivers. Because every move counts. More winners choose Atlas.
Research and development is more than just time in the shop for us. It's time out here. Sweating the details. Making boats that work as well in the real world as they do on paper. From our R&D team to our anglers on the water, we have the knowledge and passion to build you the finest fishing platform in the world.
Some things ain't worth keeping. Yesterday's traditions, today's adventures, tomorrow's memories. Now that's something worth keeping. Fish Alabama and find your keeper.
For more information, visit fishalabama.org.
The best fishing spots hook your heart and reel you back again and again and again. Whether the bucket mouths are biting or the tall tails are flowing, it's always a good time. Anyone, anywhere can get fishing for less. Have fun out there.
Wayne Isaac and John Polk, boat 18, going to be your new leaders. 23-23, taking them all the way to the top of the Pro Guide Batteries leaderboard early.
All right, boat number 18, weighed in 23-23. Will it be enough to take the lead?
No.
Won't be enough to take home the trophy.
We're taking the lead now, but there's only 5 boats away.
Oh, yeah. How'd you catch them?
We caught everyone on a chatterbait dirt shallow, 3 feet.
So no live scoping for the 23-23?
No.
Barry Vest and Dustin McDaniel, 5, coming to the scales for boat 45 and a new leader, and in a big way. 25-76 for Vest and McDaniel.
You said it's a crazy day. We caught them all day long, but probably not going to be enough to take the trophy.
You're right. Hey, somebody's going to come in there and catch them.
Yeah.
They played good all day long.
Yeah.
And just never could get another big one.
Yeah. How was practice?
Pretty good. We actually found 2 other schools, and we never made it to them. First stop, we didn't go.
Wow. So you stayed on one spot the whole day?
Yeah.
Hunter Davidson and Bryant Fikes coming up next. Boat 68, and they got a sack full of them, it looks like. Oh, no big deal. They're just going to take the lead with 29-18 for Hunter Davidson and Bryant Fikes.
29-18. Everybody's saying 29-31 is going to win the tournament. So now y'all got to sweat this the whole day.
I know. It was pretty crazy to think we were one bite away from winning it potentially, but who knows? We can't complain because we were probably on like 23, 24 pounds in practice. So this is, I mean, we did as good as we can do, honestly.
Yeah.
Cole and Donnie Wade, boat 122, coming up next. I heard Daniel grunt and laugh at the same time, and for good reason. 29-02 for the Wades, just shy of taking the lead in this big fish beatdown that is stop number 2 here at Lake Guntersville. 29-18 in the lead. Holy cow. How did you boys catch those today?
Always a little short, ain't I?
Always a little short. Always. I don't know about always, but today, just a little bit. Here comes trouble. Fisher and Ryan and Fisher saying, not enough. And you're right. You're right. It's not enough today, buddy, but it's a great bag of fish for boat 107. 26-77. Going to take you guys to 4th place.
Talk about the weather, because y'all started in an area and then ended up over here. Was that the game plan?
Yeah, it actually was. We started in an area we thought we might could get one big one and just catch like 17 pounds. And for whatever reason, there was like pollen in the water today, so our scope looked like junk. We couldn't catch nothing. Luckily, the spot we pulled up on was protected by the wind. Heck, we sat there the rest of the day. We never left. We got lucky, caught 4 big ones, and we had one that weighed like 4 even. So if we could have got rid of her, we would have had a big bag.
All right, Miss Kay, another great one on Guntersville. This place absolutely spoils us. 58 bags, over 20 pounds, an ABT record, I believe. I got my record information from Darian Craig, so maybe that's not true. But 29-18 takes the win. Hunter Davidson, Bryant Fikes. What an unbelievable fishery.
It is. Lake Guntersville is the crowning jewel of the state of Alabama. I don't care what you say. The Tennessee River is fantastic. New winners on the Alabama Bass Pro in their first year fishing the North Division, so that's pretty cool.
That is what we call showing up and showing out. How do you feel right now, boys?
I think the coolest thing is just being Guntersville and the ABT and the spring. I don't know. It'd be hard to ever forget about this one.
It'd be hard to top this one, especially the Alabama Bass Trail.
You know, I'm not knocking all the other ABTs like Smith and Neely, but you know, you hear Guntersville, it's like, that's a sweet one. I don't know. It's kind of a weird feeling. We were nervous watching all these hammers come through. Like, it was a lot of like high caliber individuals, and when we kept, inching away, I don't know. It kind of got a little bit more surreal, but it's still cool being Guntersville.
It's a heavyweight bout, right, on Guntersville. It's going to take big weights against this crew, 225 teams that signed up and sold this thing out in 7 minutes. They were ready to get to Guntersville.
They were, and I mean, what a phenomenal fishery. What a phenomenal place. It's got a great mark in Alabama Bass Trail history, and glad to see new winners on the Alabama Bass Trail.
No doubt, new faces doing big things. We'll see y'all down the road at Logan Martin for stop number 2 in the Alabama Bass Trail South coming up in just 2 weeks.